This is GrooveBox. Hello and welcome to haQ. My name is Jakob, I'm your host and you're watching a haQ episode. This is GrooveBox by Ampify. They grew out of Novation and many of us already know them. You see, this is the same team that gave us Blocs Wave and LaunchPad. And so GrooveBox is their latest creation. It's available for both iPhone and iPad, and I'm using it on my iPad Pro right now. So what is GrooveBox? Well, I thought I'd show you by opening up a new project, and you find the project browser up here on this icon. Then we simply tap the plus sign and a new project is created. We just choose it to enter it and we get to this page right here. And here we have a list of 3 devices we can choose between: a drum machine, a bass synthesizer, and a lead synth. Now GrooveBox was meant to inspire you instantly, so it's got that same discover feature built in as you can find inside Blocs Wave. You simply tap around with presets and then be unlocked into the tempo and key of your project. So let me show you. And so what you're seeing here is actually a list of drum kits, and all of the drum kits include a bunch of patterns. So let's choose something from the trap genre. Now when we've found what we want, simply tap load. Now if you want to make your own patterns, you can. You just tap right there and here is your piano roll. All of the devices, including the bass synthesizer and the lead synthesizer, has this piano roll. So you can always make your own or mix in your own stuff together with what's already in here. Let's say we are happy with this and let's add a bass. And so we're gonna tap on the retro bass and it's gonna give us something to work with instantly. Let's go with this one. And just for the fun of it, let's add a lead synthesizer too. You can just continue adding stuff and putting your own stuff in there. Or you could just go into any of these devices and simply clear what you already have here. And then you can start building your own loops. Now, if a pattern is too long, then you can shorten it down by pressing up here and choosing one of these options. This one down here will shorten your loop, and this one will lengthen your loop. So let's shorten it to 1 bar. But if you think it's simply too short, then just lengthen it. And when you do that, it will copy all of the notes you already had in there. So let's say we are happy with the beat, but we are not happy with the root key or the scale. We want this in D and in a Dorian scale. And let's also switch the tempo while we're at it. As of now, there is no swing or shuffle feature inside GrooveBox, but don't worry, because Ampify tells me that this will be added in a future update. Now you can either tap your tempo or you could use the arrows right here. So let's make it slower. Now the piano roll also has some other features. If you look here, you can choose the timing. You can also set the strength of the velocity in soft, normal and loud mode when you put in your notes. Now you can also record your notes, and to do that we simply go back to the device by tapping here, and here we can see the drum pads for the drum box. You can actually undo what you record. Now I want to add that GrooveBox includes in-app purchases, and these in-app purchases are simply for buying more sound packs, and so all devices includes this. Also, the full synthesizer engine has to be unlocked through in-app purchases. So when using GrooveBox right out of the box, then what you actually have is this first page with some limited controls. But with an in-app purchase, you get the full synthesizer engine and you can do loads more with it. So what does the lead synth include? Well, it's got 2 oscillators with 4 waveforms each. You can either run them in synced mode or in unsynced mode. And so in the B page, you can find the envelope pitch for both oscillators. The filter section includes a high pass, band pass and low pass mode. They can both be controlled by 2 envelopes, and the envelopes you can find right here, and here's envelope number 1 and envelope number 2. Next we have the LFO and also the effects page. You have access to a reverb and a delay. Moving over to the bass synthesizer. After unlocking the synth engine, you have access to the oscillators. So the bass synthesizer includes 2 oscillators with 4 waveforms each, and it also has an A-B page. And if we go into the B page, we can find controls for noise, detune mode, glide, and on-off modes for different modulators. Next we have a low-pass filter, an envelope, an LFO, and the effects. And inside the effects section we have a delay and a distortion module. Moving into the drum box, and here we have 16 drum pads, so there are 16 sounds that you can use, and you can edit each of them. And of course you have to unlock the engine. With the engine unlocked, you have a few more pages. There's an effect page with delay, reverb, distort and filter modes. But these are all global, so whatever effect you put on here will affect all of the sounds. And so that's why it's indicated with a yellow color. Now the green colors here will change depending on what sound you have chosen. So these settings only affect the chosen sound. And lastly, you have 4 choke groups. Now, GrooveBox also comes ready with Ableton Link, and you can find the setting for that one in the cogwheel menu up here. And there it is, Ableton Link, and that's awesome. Now, if you feel lost inside GrooveBox, then you can always press up here on the icon. And here you'll find tutorial pages that will tell you some stuff about the app itself. Now, lastly, I want to show you this. This is the export menu. Now you can export a mix, and that means basically it exports the sound and everything you have. We can also export project files and Ableton Live projects. Now I find this pattern matching system inside here brilliant, and I never feel lost for inspiration as soon as I open up the app. I highly recommend this app. There's an app link down in the description, so you can go get it for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. All comments and ratings are very much appreciated. Now, I've also got a Patreon page, so if you want to support creativity and if you find value in the content that I produce, then why not support me on Patreon? If that isn't your cup of tea, then I've also got a PayPal me link, so you can do a one-off donation if you'd rather do that. Now, if you don't want to do either Patreon or PayPal, then you can always share my videos, press the thumbs up if you think that my videos deserve it, and don't forget to press that little bell thing beside the subscription button if you do if you do decide on subscribing, because that way you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. As usual, I wish you a very productive week. Now go finger all of your stuff and have a lot of fun doing it.